Hi, and welcome back to It's Okay
To Be Wrong.
A podcast with KV and Tanner Cunningham. Hi, we've been gone. Sabbatical, some would say.
Some would call this a sabbatical.
Are you a college professor? Who knew?
Call me Dr. Wendy.
No, literally. No, Dr. Wendy is an actual college professor.
Yeah.
And we know people that,
Well, she's not anymore, right? Didn't she leave that?
She just stopped, but, that doesn't, just because you're not professing at the moment does not make you a professor.
Okay. I like it. That's true.
I'm still a teacher.
Right. Even though you're not in the classroom teaching.
Right.
Yeah.
So, no, Dr. Wendy will...
No, she's obviously still a doctor. I just didn't know if we were still calling her a professor.
Yes, Professor Wendy. Well, anyways,
I
we've
love
been
that.
on sabbatical like Dr. Wendy, and hi, we're back.
We're back. Oh my gosh, I just spit everywhere. Just blessing you all with my spittle.
Some blessings on our home.
Yeah.
What's been going on, babe?
So much. We missed you, first and foremost.
No, we really missed podcasting.
Yeah.
It has been unruly busy.
So much has happened. We've done so much travel, shot so many different cool campaigns that you'll be seeing on our socials and things like that. Gosh, we went back to where we're from originally for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Kind of unexpected, but expected.
Yeah.
And that was really good. Sad, but good, you know.
Yeah, it was hard,
it's
and
hard.
also it is life.
It's life, literally.
No, it is life.
It's
and
death, but also life.
What seasons happen. So,
Yeah.
we had a passing in our family,
Yeah.
and we spent 2 weeks there, and then we went to Los Angeles for work, and we created things there. We did our actual jobs there. We just had such a beautiful, busy time. We stayed at the cutest Airbnb. If you
That's what I was gonna
didn't look at our socials, that's what you should look for, because we got some of the most stunning content of trees and bamboo, and it's beautiful.
It was just so green and lush.
No, and it's nothing like that. Kentucky is its own beautifulness of green, right?
Well, honestly, whenever we were there, it was fall.
And it was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it was really stunning.
It was very soothing to my soul.
I
Because we don't
agree.
really get Kentucky here.
No, we don't. They get a very long fall season usually. The leaves will change. The leaves change here, and then a windstorm comes and they're gone. They're there for a month or so.
Yeah, no,
it feels
so
very
nice.
autumnal, even though it was kind of warm. But
It was warm, but in the evenings,
it was cool.
shivering.
Yeah, so cold.
Yeah.
It felt like the perfect fall, and then we went right from there to LA, and so that was a different terrain, so lush, so green,
It was so beautiful.
obsessed with LA.
No, we stayed at the cutest little spot.
Yeah.
And
We were in the Atwater Village.
Yes, and it's just been, that was really sweet for us. It was some nice time away. We had a lot of work to do, but also we just try and live.
We stayed in an ADU, additional dwelling unit.
Tanner loves saying ADU. After watching realtor shows, he's that is an ADU.
No, I'm basically a realtor. I have a license. You didn't know it. I'm also a doctor, a professor, and a realtor.
Who knew?
You do now.
Not even me.
If you say it, it can be true.
No, literally. Anything can happen.
Oh my
And then after we left LA, we were home for 2 days, and then my boys stayed here, and I left for New Orleans for 3.5 days. And
Brooks is just getting a little too old to be traveling for 72 to 48 hours. So if that's the case and one of us can stay back, we do.
Yeah.
And usually it's me, because usually you're going for work.
yeah.
But he's 9. It's his birth month. Happy birthday, Brooks.
Happy
Woo!
birthday, Brooks.
Oh my
We
gosh,
said
speaking of birthdays.
Yeah.
Your sister.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Kass.
belated birthday, Kass. Shout
Cass's
out.
birthday was yesterday.
Yeah.
So happy birthday to our queen. We love you, you creative, brilliant human being. Cassidy is so many things that I wish I was. And she is extroverted. She loves to go out. She has a good time. It's so easy for her to make friends. She just speaks to people.
No, she's so fun.
She can just walk up to someone and speak, and could never be me. I do it
not.
all the time, but the feelings that I have crawling out of my skin every time I do it, y'all.
No, we live so vicariously through Kass. I'm
She's
check
so
your
fun.
sister's location. Where's she at? She's out. I'm that's so
I
fun.
know,
Could
the other
never
night
be
she was
us.
into the fun, I was like, woo! I was like, wish it was me.
Don't
I was
actually though, yeah.
I was like, but there's a new episode of our favorite TV show, so can we just watch that instead?
We'll just stay in and watch TV.
Yeah, so that's been that. So happy birthday, Kass.
Happy belated birthday,
love you.
Kass. We love you. Shout out 25, fully formed frontal lobe. You know what? I love to see it.
Look at you glow.
Look at you
glow.
Look at you.
Anyways, so that's kind of been the happenings of where we've been.
Where we've been, what we've been up to.
Do you want to talk about?
I was gonna say what we've been watching, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. We have been watching. So we started the Martha doc.
Martha motherfucking Stewart. I love the way
We're actually holding on to it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like edging, okay? Like
we're literally edging with Martha.
Because
We didn't learn how to bake a turkey. We just learned how to edge with Martha.
No, literally. Because like I don't want to stop it because it's so good. Like it's just watching a woman be so completely in her own and like just
confident, matter of fact.
Right. And like it doesn't paint her in the best light in every moment, but she's still confident and like direct though. Like she's like, they're like, didn't you do this? And she's like, and yeah, like that's the thing.
I think it does paint her,
but I like that actually.
Yeah.
I think some people question it. For me, like mass public might question, be like, oh, she did this or oh, she did that. But I'm like, oh, she said the thing. She was honest, and like I think that's like the most beautiful thing, to have somebody like actually speak about their experience and be like, truthful about it. Right.
And like her coming up in the time that she did and like being literally the first influencer, we do not put enough respect on this woman's name. And that ends today and right now on this podcast. Martha Stewart, we love you. We stand you. She stands 10 toes down. She's confident. She's queen. She speaks her mind. A woman of nothing but scruples.
No,
we love her.
No,
love her.
So we've been doing that. We've also been watching Below Deck. Below Deck is like... It's something that y'all, okay, if you're not watching Below Deck, get your little Peacock app. This is not sponsored.
Get your little Peacock out.
I love it. I meant Peacock app.
The way I heard that was crazy. Okay,
get your little Peacock app.
2 P's, not OUT.
Get your Peacock out and then get your Peacock app out. And subscribe right now to Below Deck. It's so good. Like they have Below Deck Med. And we also like Below Deck Down Under.
I don't mess with Below Deck sailing yacht.
Or just the OG Below Deck. Not really my jam, but those two are like Captain Sandy so much. She's
love
amazing.
Captain Sandy.
And then Captain Jason.
Obsessed
also
with
amazing.
Captain Jason.
And then also obsessed with Aisha. She's just like our guiding light of like when TV is not on, we're watching Below Deck because Aisha's there having the best time.
However, I think that's going to quickly change because we recently got VPN. And if you know what VPN means, woo! Bitch, let me tell you. If you don't, come close.
Come here.
Listen, you have to get it because if you get VPN, you can change your location of where your internet's technically coming from. So meaning you can go to like Australia or UK or wherever, you can change your location. And if you do that, they have a lot of free TV. Like you can access through different, like we're going to watch Married at First Sight Australia.
And if there's something about us is that we love the Aussies.
The Aussies are the best.
We love the Aussies.
They're a little dumb, but I like that.
And they're just like, honestly, they just like don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck, but they're also a little just like, they're just like, they're like kind of brat, honestly.
No, literally, the Aussies are so fun. Yeah. And so we just, Channel News 9. Channel 9 News. Yeah, I don't know.
Something to that effect. You'll just Google it.
Married
at First Sight Australia.
11 seasons, y'all. 11 seasons. We've watched 2 seasons of this. We're about to start our 3rd. I'm so excited. The most recent season.
That's season 11, yeah.
Yeah, but they have incredible TV.
The weddings. Wow. Next level genius.
It's just beautiful. Like, it's so aesthetically pleasing. So, like, get your little VPN, get your little Australian TV out. Like, let's go.
Let's go. We'll be talking about it soon.
We love the Aussies, okay? Yeah. The
Aussies are great.
And honestly, like, first kind of learned about that tip from Michelle Collins.
Honestly, same. So shout out to Mishcall.
Shout out Mishcall.
Love you, girl. Hope you're well.
No, literally. Actually, I saw her on a podcast the other day with Taylor Strecker. Which
that doesn't mean a lot to me, but I love them both, I guess.
Yeah, no, well, we like them both. They are the girls that went on vacation with Claudia and Ben, and they're people.
The Taylors,
the Taylors.
I love the Taylors.
Yeah. No, I love the Taylors in St. Barth. No, the Taylors are great. So, anyways, what Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is not giving for us.
It's not, and that's okay.
And I'm thrilled.
Why?
Like, not in a bad way, y'all. Like, actually, like, I love a holiday. I love getting together with people. Like, it usually means like us being with our families, and like, there's a lot of kids, and it's exciting, and it's really joyous. And like, the kids were kind of like the highlight of us being at home this last time.
I agree.
Really getting to spend time with
my cousins and like your cousins or your nieces.
My nieces, and like just like being with family, seeing my sister. Like, all that is like really sweet to us, and so like that I'm gonna miss. Like, let me be clear.
Yeah.
And I'm so tired. I'm so excited to not do anything and like not have to plan for anything. And so, like, do you want to tell me about our Thanksgiving plans?
Well, I do, but do you remember the last time we didn't have Thanksgiving plans and we literally manifested Maui? Well, you kind of did.
Yeah.
So like we should like concoct something else.
I'll have like a wolf at the moon.
So
I
yeah.
remember today what I said about what I named our mics.
Oh yes.
Literally
Okay. Well, she's done it. Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So the last time we didn't have plans for Thanksgiving was 2 years ago, and we did get invited to go stay in Maui for a week at someone's condo. It was amazing.
Like we were literally like going. Okay, so the story is we were going to go see my lady at the spa, and she was like, "Y'all should come to my house for Thanksgiving." We were like, "Sure."
Great.
And then we came to her house Thanksgiving, and she was like, "Do you want to stay in my house in Maui?" And we were like,
Yeah.
So like that all happened. That was amazing. Things like that do happen to me, and I just believe like it's because I try with most things that I do to put positivity out there in the world. And I also just think I'm a lucky person. Like,
no, so true. And
like it's just the Cancer in me.
Yes.
Like I love to take care of others, and I think that goodness comes back.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It has to.
Yeah, but I'm also like a Leo and like state what I want and like things come. So
Am I also a Leo? I forget. No, I'm
No, but you have a stellium in something.
Yeah.
Leo. I think you have a
I think it's
stellium
a
in Leo.
Leo, yeah.
Yeah, so you have a lot of Leo characteristics. So yeah, that's just like our astrology chart,
There
everybody.
you go. Now you know.
And speaking of astrology chart,
What?
I do have a favorite app for that. It's the Chani app or the Chani app. I can't exactly remember how to say it. It's the lady's
How do
name
you
that
spell
created
it?
it. Chani. I love this app, and they also have a month free code right now. I think it's called like Lilith 30. But, like just look it up. But like no, literally. But it's just good. Y'all, it's a great app for like learning a little bit about astrology, but also like they have cool meditations, all kinds of stuff. So if you're into that,
check it out. But for this Thanksgiving, all that we have planned at the current moment is we bought tickets to see Wicked.
I'm so excited. Go
So
and find
sad.
her and hunt her and kill her. The March of Witch Hunters.
Good news, she's dead.
Okay, if you didn't know, we're musical theater kids.
Definitely. We really are.
We like
Yeah.
so much of my personality is like, and I explain teaching in this way too. But like so much of my personality is like, I'm like quiet. Actually, I'm not quiet. Like when you know me, you know me. But like, I feel uncomfortable in front of people, and then I get on the stage and I feel like I come alive.
Turn it on.
Yeah, I can turn it on, and
Same.
life feels like that. Teaching feels like that, and we are theater kids in that way of like, ooh, we love a song. We've been performing duets together since we were 5.
Legit,
Like,
we have photos.
we have photos. I just posted them on the internet last week. If you didn't see them, let me know. I'll show them again.
Well, showing it.
Yeah, and then we're kids of the theater. We love
Yeah.
the theater. Tanner's also a great piano player.
I wouldn't say great. I'm good. I'm decent. You know,
No.
I know how to find my way around the Ivory Keys.
Yeah, he knows
Little-
canon and D. I don't
Yeah.
even know what that means. I just know fine arts, baby. Woo! Loriana Sanderson
Lori.
from Lost. Okay. Anyways, let's
Okay,
get
back
back
on
to it.
track.
Back on track.
We're going to see Wicked, and the way I'm so sad for Wicked, you guys.
I can't wait. I know it's coming out. I think it comes out tomorrow, but we bought our tickets for Thanksgiving since we are not going home and we are just like really wanting to enjoy the day. So our plan is to get PF Chang's the day before.
So we have to get it. Yeah.
Because
I think they're closed on Thanksgiving Day.
yeah, they are, which
Yeah.
is ridiculous,
Which is
right?
fine, I guess.
No, like if you want the day off with your family, wild, like so nonsensical.
Consumerism doesn't win today.
Yeah, like it doesn't win till 6 p.m.
I mean, capitalism or
No,
whatever.
capitalism wins at 6 p.m. Black
Oh.
Friday.
Major.
But like until then,
Till then, fuck off.
no, literally. So we're gonna get PF Chang's and we're gonna heat it up in our air fryer. We're gonna go see Wicked. We're gonna go to like the middle of the day show. I'm thrilled.
Matinee, some would say.
Matinee. And like, listen, I love a discount. I'm a discount baddie. Okay, if there's something about me is I love a sale. The Botox day is today. Oh my gosh! If you hear this somehow still on November 20th,
Yeah.
make sure you get your buy one get one free gift card. We got ours.
You might be in the queue, but it's
Yeah,
worth it.
It's worth it. Like so good. But I'm so excited.
So excited.
Alphaba,
Alphaba. Galinda. Something.
Chinese food,
Chinese food.
and probably like a little fire on our porch. Like
Yeah,
it's gonna be
well,
a sweet day.
Not an actual fire, but yeah. We'll turn on the fire pit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a fire pit on our porch. We're not gonna like burn it down.
people are so
this
literal
isn't the
in here. I
Taylor
have
Swift
to-
show.
I
I'm
have
not
to
here
let
to
them
burn
know.
it all down, baby.
Something that I read on page 6 that would have really ruined my Thanksgiving Wicked premiere
What?
is it nearly starred Lady Gaga and Shawn Mendes and directed by Stephen Dadry from The Crown. That would have really been sad and tragic. Like we would have all cried tears of sadness. We would have been happy that the Wicked Witch was dead. We would have been not sad that Elphaba was dead, you know. Not to spoil anything, but woo, she dies.
She doesn't.
I thought she gets evaporated.
She does, but then she ends up with Fiora at the end.
Queen.
But
you can never keep a good woman down.
You
the
can't,
name of the pod.
But
just like Martha Stewart.
I'm just saying, like, but that's just the end of book 1. Then there's 2 more books.
Okay, but these aren't books. We're watching movies.
I know, but I'm saying, like, from the books that were written by the man that wrote Wicked, the 2 other books, she's alive. I'm just saying, she's
okay,
not.
Love it. She didn't die. Well, I recount my statement. She's alive. She's well, and she's green.
Not here.
She's not here.
All right.
But
Anyways.
what would you have done had Shawn Mendes and Lady Gaga been the Wicked people?
I wouldn't watch it. I think the casting is just. I think it's brilliant. Watching these 2 together, watching even
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob's been great. Jonathan Bailey's been great. Like, I've loved seeing
SpongeBob.
SNL.
Cynthia.
SNL.
Ariana.
No, the other SNL guy. Bowen.
Yang. He plays an evil character, I think.
Yeah, I've loved seeing them all in the Calypso. It's been so
and
good.
the way he did that, he had to fly from London to New York for months on end because he still had to do SNL.
No,
he had a job to do.
Literally back and forth from New York. Dancing in your bed.
Yeah, literally. Taylor.
Yeah. No, literally.
Oh, speaking of
and
Taylor.
he said Ariana, they would just put on Faye Dunaway and laugh together. When he was like, she saved me. She didn't save me, but she saved me. He was like, I was so sad. I was going back and forth all the time, and she just made me laugh. And she was like, I didn't have that, and so I thought that was sweet. So shout out to Bo and Yang for
they're like bestie girls. She was on his podcast, The Last Culturista. So check them out if you want to. Yeah. If not, stay here and listen to us because that's what we would prefer. Stay here and listen
to us and go stream. We need to monetize, baby.
Oh yeah, stream because we are hi visible.
We're here.
Can you see us?
We're right here.
Turn us on.
Say hello. I'm waving at you. Hi.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, thank God that didn't happen, and it happened the way it was supposed to with Cynthia and Ariana. We're so set for Wicked. Can't wait. Now, speaking of, where was I going? I lost my train of thought.
Thanksgiving.
Well, no, we already talked about Thanksgiving, didn't
Wicked.
we? Well, we talked about that
SNL.
too. Close. I don't know. Do you want to change the subject?
Sure. Okay. We have been. The Real Housewives is back though. Okay.
Which one?
All of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Literally, we're in the full lineup right now of the Real Housewives. Y'all, last time we were on, it was October 18th. We were kind of in a drought. We're back, baby. We're fully back. We've got Salt Lake City hitting with hitting at least doubles or triples. They're bringing home the heat. Potomac 2 weeks ago, I howled the whole episode. Yes. Laughed. Mia, y'all say what you want about Mia, but Mia has been holding down ink, I think, for this whole marriage with Gordon. She has been helping them finance their life. This lady she understood the assignment for her and her to live her life. And to that, I say,
congrats.
Respect? Questionable? I don't know.
I'm like, you do what you do to survive sometimes, and I feel like she comes from that place and respect. Yeah.
Well, and just there's just so many open things about their marriage that it's all
hard to say. Yeah,
the line is always moving, and you know what? Respect Mia. Do what you got to do, okay? But Mia was serving one-liners left and right.
No, for sure, she can deliver a line, and
Wendy
I appreciate that.
Was cracking me up. Wendy's really I feel like she's let her hair down this season. The doctor, and that's maybe the nice part about not having to be on the professor part of the show is she doesn't have the same conduct code.
Right, because you can't keep a good woman down.
You can't keep a good woman down, and she's out here doing the thing. And then last night.
What?
Beverly Hills premiered.
One thing about, did you mention New York? I'm kind of over them, and I did take a turn
They're
about.
eye-rolling.
Yeah, I'm eye-rolling, but last night's episode was getting better. Now, what's her name? Bronwyn from Salt Lake. I've taken a turn. I've turned a corner on Bronwyn, Newport. She's grown on me.
Honestly, this is me being reflective. I think Heather needed to be out of the episode.
Agreed.
For me to really give Bronwyn a chance.
A chance, yeah.
And that's because I'm such a Heather stan, but I realize that I am very biased. I'm very biased towards my girl, even when she's doing wrong things. So I'm glad she wasn't in the episode. I think that was intentional from producers too.
Yes.
That would be, if I was a producer, I'd be like, how am I going to separate these two to make this drama palatable for most people?
Right.
Because it needs to be palatable to most, not 50-50.
Yeah.
So it was good.
So it's good. Yeah, I've kind of turned a corner on her. New York, almost done with them, but we'll see. I'm going to let them just keep doing them.
No, wheels will keep on turning.
Last night was the premiere of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I would say great first episode. They delivered more in the first episode than they gave me anything last season. The only thing I found out last season is that Marianne, what was her name? I can't remember. She misdiagnosed Sutton's thyroid.
Yeah, she was a one-season wonder.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I liked last night.
I did too.
Sutton's party was weird, but most of the ladies came and served,
Sutton's
and
a
I
little weird, but I
love
like her.
that. Sutton's weird.
Yeah, I was like, Sutton's a little weird, but I like that about her.
No, I do too. Sutton's a weirdo. Like,
Yeah.
I see myself in Sutton. Sometimes she just does something. I'm like, oh, she shouldn't have said that. And I was like, oh, I feel that so deeply because.
Yeah. No.
Or like you just watch her. I think Sutton is like the queen of good intentions, and impact aren't always the same. And like she cracks me up.
Cracks me up.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite scene,
Mm-hmm.
Dorit Kemsley in her Range Rover driving through the canyon like Cruella de Vil smoking a cigarette.
I know they should have put on like the music from 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, she's just like unhinged, and they're saying we're getting season 7 Dorit back, and I hope
so. No, that was wild. That episode last night was unhinged. Kyle last
Did
night
Kyle,
being
like,
half honest.
I was like, it was kind of honest, which now in today's time, like, because that was months ago when they were
Yeah.
filming that. Today, like, she's been on a podcast and different things, and she's technically came out, I believe, right?
Yeah, she's like, and that's what she
Yeah.
like was doing last night. And I think like there's something about coming out, like that if you, those who know, like if you're out to the people that you know,
Yeah.
then like you're out, and
Right.
like everybody else is like,
They'll find
it's
out
not your
as-
business.
yeah.
It's like it's a privilege
If
to
they
get
need
to know, these things
yeah,
about me.
a
Yeah,
need to know basis.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So like I think yes. And she said she spoke with her daughters. That's what really we got to in the show last night, is that she spoke with her daughters and that they were like super supportive and kind. And Portia was like, Mom will always love you. And like, so yes, I think the conversation happened, and that was like her way of sharing about it. She's now saying, this is what I can't get on board with, is that she's now saying that the person she might be in a relationship with, that she's not in a relationship with right now, doesn't want to be mentioned anymore. Morgan.
And
I'm
Garcelle
like,
had a fire point to that. She was like,
Uh-huh.
it's a little too late to be like beating around the bush about Morgan. She's been around us. She's been on TV. We saw them get matching tattoos last year.
yeah,
Like,
matching tattoos. She's performed at an event. She's like,
Right.
we've seen her. We've been with her. Like,
she's been in our world. Like, we know, girl.
like, and I get like not being able to comment on something for somebody else, but you can still share. Like, you still have to be honest. Like, this is your life, and that's what Kyle always does. So like, she's given us a little bit, but like, I'm still waiting for the rest. And like, yes, that is Morgan's side of the story to tell, and like what they decide to do. But also, like, let's be honest. Like, let's
And
not
we'll let her do
not
what-
wall it up.
Right. No, I agree. Let's don't wall it up. But I think if you sign up to be on reality TV, you have to be real first and foremost. And like,
And I
I
love
do
boundaries.
respect and appreciate her boundaries and respect her like decision to like do a slow roll, like as she tells people and comes out as she wants and wishes. Like, that's her business. So
Yeah, absolutely.
great. Good job.
No, but I thought it was just like I thought that was very honest and vulnerable. It's a big thing to
Agreed.
be.
Yeah,
And
because
then
she hasn't
Kyle
been that
Richards.
way with the TV and us for a long time. So like
Yeah.
that was more than like she's given us in
No.
years.
Well, and it's just like, it's a lot for someone like Kyle Richards with like that much status. You have 4 kids, 3 kids. Like, it's a lot.
Yes, it is a lot. Something else that I saw about on page 6 actually was that Sutton Stratt claimed that Kyle Richards tried to hook up with Kevin Costner in Aspen. Thoughts, questions, comments, concerns?
Good for you.
No, I'm like, Mauricio, I was like gonna fact check myself because I was like, that seems like kind of going from Mo, because I assumed he had more money than Kevin Costner. I did my research, he doesn't. So that's a glow up. I love it, Kyle.
No, literally. I think, Kevin Costner has like that.
He has
old,
$400 million. Mauricio's estimated to have $100 million.
He's got that old white man actor money,
But Mauricio sold like $100 billion worth of real estate, so I just assumed,
Yeah,
his
no.
agencies and things would have him on up there. But he's growing and
No,
working.
and I just say like, I love cheap thrills.
Ugh, I love cheap thrills. Something else that made me a little queasy was
Kevin Costner's a cheap thrill.
no, he makes me a little queasy.
That's all I said.
Yeah, is Mauricio was seen with Dorit. Not Dorit. What's her soon-to-be husband's name? PK.
Hey.
Mauricio and PK, and we're at Kyle Cooke's DJ set in Florida. And I was like, PK, you have a
Is this
house
what
that's
you
in
were telling me
pre-foreclosure.
yesterday? And I could literally, you were telling me this yesterday, and I could not compute. Like, I had
Yes.
such a headache.
Yes, this is exactly what that was. Mauricio and PK were at one of Kyle's gigs to be a DJ. And I'm like, PK, you have bills to pay. Your house is in pre-foreclosure. Please go figure that out.
No, literally.
Don't be out here with Kyle Cooke messing about. And Mauricio, help
You're
your
too
friend.
old.
You're too old.
Kyle's too old. So you're...
I like the route that Kyle's taken. Like, she's just like really working on herself, her body. She's sober. Mauricio's still out here like...
Yeah, sorry. I mean,
giving
Kyle
himself
Cooke's
wrinkles.
too old. Let me like give a thing.
Thank you.
Kyle Cooke is too old to be doing this too. He's 40.
Yeah.
I'm just like, so when you're like 56, 57, 58, 60 doing this, it's embarrassing. Enough. Please stop.
No, yeah. It's just like they're passing the torch. Or still trying to be like party
No,
frat boys.
it's like
I'm like,
the
grow
Lost
up.
Boys Club.
Yeah.
Like, move to Charleston.
That's a great point. Move to Charleston. See
No.
Austin Kroll. See what he's up to. See Shepherd Rose. See what
No,
he's doing.
50 almost.
That's coming back on soon, and I'm excited about
Yeah, it's
that.
coming on in the beginning of December, and we haven't even watched the trailer for it, so we need to.
You know, I did see that from what's her name's not featured, which makes me happy. Leva. Unfortunately, I don't like her.
Yeah, Love is not that interesting to me.
Yeah. Do you have any gripes or tangents? We've kind of been all over the place, but we're just getting back in the swing of things, you know?
No, literally. Not letting things end.
Okay.
Some things need to go.
Some
So-
things like meaning people, places, things. What?
Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, yeah.
So let me set the scene.
Said it.
I don't like when TV shows just continue to film and go because like people think they should, or they're trying to like finish out or round out a hype. Sometimes like the period happens before you realize it,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's all.
Right.
We knew what was going to happen last season. We knew it was going to be the ending season.
And it felt like,
like it.
I was going to say that ending credits, the way they played them, like doing flashbacks to their first original seasons and things like that, it felt very much like
it was nice.
the end.
You
I
wrapped it up.
liked
You
it.
put the bow on it.
Yeah.
Now they're saying that Vanderpump Rules season 12 will film only for 3 weeks due to money issues, as cast will get pay cuts. Find out when filming starts from newbies from potential spinoff may be introduced. So, for what though? Why am I getting 3 weeks of your life? Like, y'all, it takes y'all, when y'all film for 3 months, we don't get to the point. What am I going to get out of this for 3 weeks?
We're not going to get anything. And that's the problem. They just should let it end. And the reason they did
Let
this
it go.
truncated season is because of the money issues, like you mentioned, because every year people get more money as they re-sign their contracts. And so you have these people like Sheena or like Tom Sandoval or Ariana
Yeah.
who are making hundreds of thousands, maybe $1 million per season. They can't afford that anymore. And so they try to do this truncated season. And now they're not like, I think there's still like money issues and things like that. I'm like, just tell them, you know what, guys, it was a good
Right.
run. Like, we did it. But the real reason why I think they want this at least 3 weeks is so that they can introduce the new blood and start what they're going to call like Sir or something new.
Yeah, that does seem accurate. And like we do already know that like Lala was on Watch What Happens Live last night. I don't know what's cooking there. Like she's
As a brunette.
yeah, well she's been brunette for a minute.
Okay. Well,
And
it
I
looked
think it's
more
like-
dark than
I
I'd
think
seen it in
like
a while.
new baby, you know, like
Yeah.
what can you take care
You
of? your
can't
hair
dye
with?
your hair, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and it's just like it's easier to like upkeep.
Lauren
brown
from
hair.
Utah is back. It's not giving Lala as a brunette to me, but that's
No.
okay.
No, she's definitely Lauren from Utah, and she's been Lauren from Utah, and like she'll do something. Something actually happened with her assistant. Her assistant was fired.
I saw some drama around this actually in like
And,
the
like,
podcast and
Yeah, there's like a lot, and she always talked about her assistant Jess being like a part of her pod, like blah blah blah. Like, and Law was always about her whales, like, you know, save the orcas, which I appreciate about her, like literally save the orcas. And like, so it just like saying something like abrupt happened, and she also she sometimes she does questionable things. So I'm just like, I don't know. Or is it like you can't keep her on the payroll anymore?
right.
Because like you have 2 houses and you pay your mom and your brother and you also pay health insurance. Like it could be as simple as that.
Well, and
but,
she's
like-
not. I mean, not been filming to work for Bravo. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, she ain't been working.
unless she's on the Valley secretly, and we don't know it yet.
Yeah, we'll find out. So yeah, that's Lauren from Utah.
Yeah, and that's your gripe then, not letting or tangent, not letting things in.
Yeah, same thing with Euphoria.
Oh, exactly. That's
I knew you
so
were-
spot on.
I was like, this is yours.
yeah, this is my gripe and tangent. Euphoria, we don't need it.
Let it go. It was so good.
It was so good. Just let that be what it was.
No, and I think a lot of good things like turn into like murky water of like how good it was because of like a failed last season. Like just let it be what it was.
Yes.
And like,
And
all
you
of
had
that's
these
glory.
people in their 20s playing high schoolers. It's been 10 years. They're in their 30s now. Like,
No, they're
stop.
old.
Stop.
They're old. And we're past the glitter of it all. We're past a lot of this. Like, come on.
Come on. Let's do something new. Let's do something fresh.
No, it's the start of something new.
And discover some new talent along the way, you know? Because that's what I did like about Euphoria. Like, I didn't know about Jacob Elordi, baby girl himself. I didn't know her.
Mr. Baby Girl.
I didn't know that man.
No, his
until
sweater
Euphoria.
wearing self. I adore him and his little cardigan.
Sweetie.
You put me on and said I was your favorite. He sings that about people and he gets people. Somebody saying that about him.
Who?
I don't know, but he got put on like a cardigan and he wore it and he was like, it's my favorite.
You're joking. Okay.
No.
I was like, is this like a TikTok thing I don't know about?
This is like me just making shit up off the top of my head. Like, literally, it's the ADHD. It's the scenes that flash in my head when we're talking and I'm like, oh, I should share.
Another thing that happened while we were away, the Brianna Chickenfry drama of it all.
Oh my goodness.
And Dave Portnoy got involved. So set the scene for us.
Okay, so if you don't know about Brianna Chickenfry, Zach Bryan, Brianna Chickenfry is a podcaster. She is on Barstool Sports, and she has a podcast called Play and Brie, LOL. It's super funny.
Right.
And she podcast on there with her bestie girl, Grace O'Malley. They've been on a tiff, just to give you like the background of that. She's also on like the BFFs podcast with Dave Portnoy and this other guy. I can't remember his name, but like she like came an add on for that later. And she's been dating Zach Bryan, who is a country star. Now, star I use in like star.
Air quotes.
Yeah, you're a star. But they were together. They've since broken up. Zach Bryan, if you look into the lore of it all, is like has history of doing this thing with women where he's with them for about a year. And then he breaks up with them. There's been like 2 girlfriends that we know of. Like one was the first wife, one was Deb, and then like this other girl. Then Brianna starts hooking up with him last year. Like they're supposedly all single. They've all stated that they are. So like we believe them. Like they start like getting together. He starts like love bombing her. She doesn't see it as love bombing at the time because who does?
Right.
And like basically he's treated her like horribly for a year and then breaks up with her as soon as she goes on her own tour. But she's been supporting him for a full year with a tour. No, it's literally jealous. It's giving blank blank was jailed. It's giving like
literally.
Like that's what it's giving. So yeah. And then we find out that like Brianna's talking about it online. So what I should just say is like get on TikTok and like look up Brianna Chickenfry and see what she's like been up to. Because she's like really shared a lot of her story of how he has emotionally narcissistically abused her for the last year. And honestly, it's a lot of story from a lot of women that go through that. And like, you know, like the story should be heard. He was just horrible. And
12
mil.
I've said it once, I've said it twice, but you cannot keep a good woman down. And that's what I was about to say. Miss Brianna Chickenfry, you know she has some bones buried somewhere about Mr. Zach Bryan because he offered this girl $12 million to sign an NDA. So that means he's a piece of shit. Okay.
Right, and she has videos of him being a
piece of shit.
Literally. And he keeps posting photos of their
her
shared
dog
cat.
or cat. That's what it is.
Their cat, and she was like, "If you don't stop posting photos of my cat, I'm gonna start posting the videos of you."
She said he didn't even like the cat until she left.
No, that is such a narcissist.
Wow, Zach.
And she's on a Taylor Swift journey right now. She's like watching the Eras tour and like crying because she's like, "Oh, this is about me." Tolerate it. Songs like that. She's like, "Oh."
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, like I just like say a woman with scruples. She was
with
offered
scruples.
$12 million to just never speak on it.
Keep her mouth shut.
And she'd be given a house.
A car. Maybe her cat back. We don't know.
Maybe her cat.
Yep.
And she's out there living. She's sharing her story so she could also help other people feel brave, especially women. Like I'm obsessed with this woman with scruples, okay?
A woman with scruples. Another good woman we can't keep down.
No, literally. Her and Martha Stewart.
Wendy Osefo.
No,
and
Dr. Wendy.
Kristen Cavallari has been all over my TikTok. Have you seen this? Her and her friend did a TikTok like trend where you're like, this person's under arrest for doing something stupid, basically, right? And so her friend is like walking and she's like, suspect is under arrest for Morgan Wallen, letting Morgan Wallen hurt her feelings and then going back to him repeatedly. So we find out that she was with Morgan Wallen, which I hate because we know we don't like that man.
No,
he throws chairs off buildings.
Thin-ass haircut.
They have this, Poi had a baby. That baby would not have any hair.
Help him, Jesus.
And then his next thing was that she hooked up with Jason Statham, and we didn't know about it until he told us.
We know she has bad taste in men, okay?
Yeah.
If you choose to repeatedly go back to a Morgan Walman.
No, he's a womanizer. We hate this man.
Oh, what do we?
Whiskey.
I have to tell y'all about that.
You can't keep KB down either. She's like a woman. It's very whiskey.
I have a speech impediment in a lot of my recordings through social media. But I'll re-record them 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a known chair thrower.
A known chair thrower.
And that's
we don't
what
trust
we
him.
choose. Women, stop looking up to people like this. That is unreal. Okay? Unreal. Emergency.
Literally. Arrest her. No, I'm kidding.
No, literally. Well, Jay is not very smart either. Remember
Oh,
what he
he's
did?
in the news today too.
What did Jay do?
On page 6, he got engaged to Samantha Robertson 2 years after him and her got divorced. Kristen Cavallari.
Well, maybe he'll make sure that you can't like do spousal privilege because he tried to say he wasn't drunk.
Oh, is this the same man? I have an issue with him.
I was waiting for you to pick this
I
up.
didn't know that this was this man.
No,
No apologies
Kristen
to this man.
Cavallari does not have a great track record.
With men. Okay, that's
Like, you know
so
what?
fair.
That's not to say this is Kristen's problem. Men shouldn't suck. Hold on. Let me be a feminist for a minute.
No. You're right.
Men should not suck. But Morgan Wallen? I'm sorry. That's just all I got, okay? But she lives in Nashville. She's that girl. She's
Right.
still... it's just who she is.
Yeah.
She can't help it.
She could move out of Nashville.
How we get out of Nashville.
Cassidy, come to Colorado. Okay, so my
Mom,
issue.
you didn't hear that.
Mom, you didn't hear that. Yeah. My real issue is with Jay Cutler, though. So we love Kristen Cavallari. This is a feminist podcast. We don't care that
Right.
these men are horrible
Because
to
you're
you.
either an
It's these
LC
men's
girl
problem.
or you're a Kristen girl.
Well, I
And you
can
know
be
what?
both. I liked them both.
I liked them both, and I'm saying like Kristen was like the real one. She was pretty real in her face, honest.
Yeah, she honestly was probably a blueprint, I would assume, for Stassi Schroeder.
Well, they say that the girls, LC and Kristen Cavallari merged with Stassi Schroeder.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Because like I said, I like them both. Because
Yeah.
like I like that she's soft, and I like that
Yeah.
Stassi is soft too. Like
yeah.
she will like cuss you out, but like also she wants to
No,
maybe
and
give you a hug.
she was like a sweetie girl, but
Yeah.
also like
Yeah,
so,
she'll cuss you out. And I
Yeah,
like that.
no. And
But
her
my
little
real
pigtails.
issue.
Back to her.
Yeah, back to my real problem. We're supporting Kristen, but Jay Cutler.
Mm-hmm.
So while we were away, Jay Cutler was arrested on suspicion of a DUI. Now, I believe it's came out because they take your blood and all that stuff. The labs have came back drunk, allegedly. I don't know that to be a fact. I'm just assuming he was drunk because he did a hit and run. He was in Franklin or somewhere in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And Franklin. He was in Tennessee and he hit, I believe, a parked car. Also alleged, because that just seems funnier to me. It was parked.
Parked vehicle.
Yeah, Jay Cutler's drunk ass hit a parked car, allegedly.
Wolf of Wall Street style. Allegedly.
And
The
the person comes out and he tries to smooth over the situation and offers to pay them. How much money do you think? If I'm Jay Cutler, granted, an NFL person. Now, if Jay Cutler hit my car, I swear to God, I wouldn't know the man. I would be like, well, this tall man hit my car. I guess I'll take the money he offered me.
Yeah.
But if I knew he was Jay Cutler and offered me, say, $2,000, how would you feel about that, KB?
I would say you got 20 in your pocket.
Yeah. I'm
You
like,
got 20 without even messing with your checking.
no, literally.
Like,
He
you
must
can-
have
you
been
can-
so drunk to think
Yeah.
he could get away with only paying a person $2,000
For hitting their vehicle.
for hitting their vehicle and being drunk. So the person says no, calls the police get involved, he goes to jail. So he should have paid them more because I swear, if I had that kind of money and I hit somebody immediately, like you said, $20,000, I'm like, what do you need
Let
for...
me buy you a new car.
I'm like, yeah, what do you need from me so that we don't have to get the police involved?
because, like, he's already believes he's above the law.
For sure, without a doubt.
So, like, if you're only offering them $2,000, that's just, like,
You're a cheap ass.
so cheap. Like, these people might have medical bills. These people, like, what-
They have grocery bills, babe, not even medical bills.
Well,
Who
no, but
knows?
even if you're in the parked car and you got hit and your head gets whiplash, like,
Whiplash is
you
real.
know, but also like that could be their only vehicle to get back and forth. You need to pay for their rental.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just so many things. Like, you have access, you have privilege, you did this wrong thing, fix it.
Fix it. And a lot of the times money does fix things, because let me tell you, as someone who has been hit head on by a drunk driver, had they offered me money, I would have taken it.
Literally.
I was 8 at the time, but
Listen, I did get some pain and suffering for somebody rear-ending me once. It was so nice. It went towards my college tuition check. I was like, oh, I got my college tuition check paid. It was only a couple thousand, but, you know,
hey,
money was money.
They Jay Cutlered you. They only offered you $2,000.
That's insurance, y'all.
The insurance tried to keep a good woman down, and that is
Insurance
sad
fraud.
to say.
Anyways. One Direction funeral was today.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
I
Liam
heard that they all showed up for Liam, and that's really nice. All the boys.
It is good to show up for your friends, and
even if you haven't seen them in a while, you know.
If you haven't seen them in a while, I can't speak on.
I would just suggest speaking to them if you saw them in public, but
yeah, I mean
that's another story for another day.
I like a hat and sunglasses in public most of the time anyway. Okay. I get so
What?
I get so nervous talking to people in public.
Why? Oh, like strangers or people you know?
Both.
Oh, I don't like if we know them. Like if it's like our friends. Like
if I see them in the store, I'm like, should we talk? Should we not talk? What's going on?
Oh, and my answer is always like, no, avoid them.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, should we talk? Do they want to talk to me? Do they even remember me? Do they know who I am? What's my name? Do you know me? They're like, duh. And I'm like, ah.
I know, but yeah, my answer is always like, don't speak to people in public. I think that just comes from like growing up. And being very literal, like you don't speak to strangers. And like I haven't seen this person in 2 years. You're a stranger.
No, my dad told me not to date till I was 30, and I basically didn't till I was 28.
That's so funny and true. Poor KB.
That's so true.
Ew.
No, I love to follow the rules, and I take most things as
very literal. Yeah.
So yeah.
Happens.
No, we got married. There you go, Dad.
There you go, Dad.
We did it. What else?
What else? I don't know. Do you have anything else like that came across your desk while we were away that you really just had to speak on or wanted to talk about?
Taylor Swift is on tour. She's finishing out her Eras tour. I think it ends
in the Emerald City.
Yeah, in the Emerald City. Woo!
One short day.
She performed all last weekend. It was so good. Like, this lady is just... She was amazing. Her birthday's coming up. There's so many Easter eggs of everything. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just love being along for the ride.
Same.
SNL last week, Charlie XCX hosted and performed.
Well,
like,
and
LOL.
On Monday, she performed in Times Square for like thousands of people. Julia Fox was there. It was iconic. I'm like, I wish I was in New York. Bring that kind of energy here to Castle Rock. I'll come to your free concert, Charlie.
No, literally. I'm like, woo, let's go to the
bumping that.
So that's been really fun to watch. I've been loving watching clips of the Short and Sweet tour. Oh,
Christina
was there.
Aguilera.
Jack and Margaret were there as well.
Margaret got arrested.
In the scene of, it was so good. It was so cute. She was like me, literally in her sweats, looking like it was just so Margaret quoted. It was just like, this girl. She's tired, okay? She said, my man's directed this, and I love Sabrina Carpenter, but I gotta go home. I gotta come in my sweats.
I gotta go bed.
And that is celebrity. That is being a celebrity.
I agree, but that would not be the kind of celebrity I would be.
Could never be me, but you know what? It could be. I'm here podcasting in my sweats right now.
Yeah, but you literally got ready.
I did. God bless my dad genetics. Okay.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Life-changing, altering that happened while we were away?
Anything?
We got an espresso machine. That's that me espresso. Speaking of Miss Sabrina.
Speaking of Miss Sabrina. Oh my gosh, y'all. So we got this new espresso machine. It's actually going to be in our stories pretty soon. But it's like so amazing. So we've been espresso girlies and genties for, I just call us the girlies usually, for like 4 years. Like since before we owned this house. So like it's been a minute. And we tried and true Espresso fans. We were given this Phillips 3300 LatteGo espresso machine. Wow. I told you all the specifics because it's that good.
You should look it up. No, it is really good.
I'll put it in my storefront actually on Amazon just so you can see it. But it's amazing. Like if you're looking for a Christmas gift, like talk about it.
Well, my favorite thing about it is...
Talk about it, Tanner.
My favorite thing is the ease in which I can clean it. Because for me, as the cleaner, that's always like top of mind. Like anything that's not dishwasher safe, I don't want it. Not that this is dishwasher safe, but that's just something about me. Like I just like, since I'm the cleaner, I'm like, okay, this I love. So very easy to clean. There's like no compartment where you have to like make the espresso yourself. It like does it for you inside of the machine and then dumps little grounds out. And then you can just like throw it out and like dump the water. So it's very easy, very nice.
It's literally like espresso machines for beginners. I feel like it's perfect.
No, legit. Because you don't have to like finagle with the little...
Yeah, you don't have to go like... You know how they do at Starbucks? look
Yeah.
at the screen.
I'm like, you are a barista, but like it's just with the touch of a finger instead of like,
yeah, and you can like change the like.
You can change the grind of the coffee, which does some things. I don't know, you guys. I'm just like figuring it out. I'm learning.
That has
I'm
like
growing.
the little steamed milk that comes out. It's so good, y'all. I'm obsessed.
Obsessed. And so shout out to Phillips and your amazing espresso machine, sir.
And we have our holiday stuff out because we
did decorate already.
Yeah, we love, and honestly, I just love I love the spirit of Christmas in the house. It feels just like fun. It feels exciting, and like it's a great time to be grateful. And so while Thanksgiving is happening, like our Christmas trees are up. We have a lot to be thankful for, and yeah.
And one of them is you. So thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate you. If you haven't already, don't be dumb. Don't forget to subscribe and like and do all the things.
Subscribe, like, do all the things. You can find us at It's Okay _ to be wrong on Instagram. It's Okay _ to be wrong on TikTok. You can also listen to us on YouTube. You can also watch us straight from your phone on Spotify, Apple, or wherever, because that's where we upload this video to. So please watch along with us. We've tried to make ourselves pretty for you. Anyways, if you're not following us, go ahead and follow us. That's all. Come back and listen soon again. Bye.
See you soon. Love you. Bye.